Hello out there in Facebook land and YouTube. You're with Madam again, and it's Monday night, and it's 9 p.m. in the Central Standard Time zone, and so we're here again, fireside, which you can't tell, but it's a fire going, and we're gonna do live tarot. So if anybody's out there hanging around, I am going to. Uh, I am going to invite some people so we can like all hang out here together. So let's go to the to here, and then I have to. I think I first have to go here. So yeah, you got to go first and catch the show. Then when you oh, that's nice. Um, my friend updated his photo, and he looks quite handsome. Quite handsome, I must say. And so then let's see. I go to my pages and I go to here, and by golly, there I am. Let me turn the volume down. All right. And then I'm going to share out the show with all you fun people. Uh, Share it to my news feed. Why not? Come. Uh, Oops. Oh, I'll be glad to get another phone. This one's terrible. Um, Come have a tarot reading with Madam. There we are. And I'm going to share it now. Sharing is caring. So if you're out there and you're watching the show, please do share my show. I would really appreciate it. And I I want to share it just to some. Oh, here we go. Send in Messenger. That's where my real fans are. Funny. So we'll send it to this group and these folks here, and why not? Sure. What the heck? We'll just send it on down the line till it says, "Oh, sorry, you can't. You can no longer send invitations. You've sent too many." So yeah, what the heck? We'll invite them and them. Yep, why not? Sure, everybody on my list, come watch my show. And because it is fun, it's a fun show. And we're going to do some tarot readings. So if you'd like to have a tarot reading, please pipe up in the chat, and I will be happy to do that with you. So we'll just do just brief readings, like a 3 card reading. If you would like to have more in depth reading, hey, it's my daughter Meredith. Um, hey, Chitara, hello, very nice to see you. And then we'll send that to these guys, and then we are on our way. There we go. And so, if even half those people show up, we'll be having a great day. And yes, I have lasers in the house here. So, if they're too distracting, we'll just get them shut down. But, yes, you sure can get a message. Meredith Hoggard, would you care to join me in the stream? I can send you an invitation. So, but for the moment, you can, you know, brush your hair or whatever you want, because I'm gonna give our friend here a reading, and it's Shitra Vijay, I think. I'm Please don't fault me too hard for names. I'm I'm an American. I'm a Midwestern American. We try, but all right. So I'm going to shuffle, and I have these lovely mandala cards or mandala cards. They're nice. I like them. Doing homework. Maybe in a little. Okay, cool. That's cool. And we will. So we'll just go ahead and keep on reading cards. And I like to keep up with the cards because I think they get a little, salty about it if you don't pay attention to them from time to time. And I think, if you don't practice at a skill or art, then, you really don't get a lot better at it. So I'm going to do that. And I love my tiara. However, it's going to get in the way of my glasses, I think. So, and much more important to have the glasses on. It was fun. My coworker asked to borrow my glasses one day, and he borrowed the square pair of these. So here we were with these little rhinestone uh, reading glasses on, sitting right next to each other. It was funny. They'd come up and he'd just look over the glasses. Yes. Fun. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to cut them and I'm going to think about you. And do you have a particular question in mind? Chitra, any particular questions in mind? I think I need the little, here, I'll use this. I have a clipboard because it's a little dirty right there. The maid didn't come through before the podcast. Not really, just future. Okay, alrighty. And then, so I'm going to cut these. Oh, and we have Kundil, who I think is new to my podcast. I have not seen you before, so welcome. Welcome to the podcast. And so been through a lot. Yeah. Times are really kind of cruddy right now for loads of people. And so just keep hanging in there. But let's see what the cards, if they have some information to impart to you. So you got King of Pentacles upside down. Okay. So let's see what we got here. I still, I kind of get a feel for the cards and stuff. And I'm, learning a lot, but I still refer to the book because I like to just kind of check up on myself and see if I'm, getting the right vibe from them before I, share that with you guys. So we got King of Pentacles reversed. And let's see. Okay. There could be someone in your recent past that was greedy or focused on material wealth, and that they could be a father figure or just you being hard on yourself, pushing forcefully to see results. And perhaps you're battling, butting heads with someone who only cares about outer appearance or indulges in self centered behaviors. Look beneath the surface to see the truth. You may be struggling with your own ability to be generous, to part with resources that you've built. And that's in your recent past. So then, hey, all right, Richard's here. I will get to your question next. And so then, in your current right now, we have Two of Cups reversed. So let's see what that's all about here. There's the two, and reversed would suggest that maybe you have some disharmony or imbalance in a relationship, and it could also signify a new or pending split, which is always painful and difficult. But try to remember that saying no to certain relationships, you are creating space in your life for more fulfilling ones. And that is so true. That's like, kind of like the law of attraction. Like, if you don't leave room in your life for that special someone that you've really built up in your mind, to be someone that you want to be with, and you stay with Mr. Okay because it's convenient and he's there and he takes you to dinner on Fridays and it's okay. Well, I would say to you, kick Mr. Okay to the curb and be by yourself for a little bit, while Mr. Really, really good, the one that you've been manifesting, the one that you've been waiting for all this time, finally shows up. Because if you don't leave room for him in your life, he's not going to come. And it's the same with everything. If you want a pet, don't have 15 others. It's like try to leave room for that thing in your life. So, and then let's see, your future would suggest that the Emperor card, and that is saying to me that it's like masculine energy. It's the Emperor. Um, he wants you to take action from a place of power rather than reacting from a place of fear. And that's always good. I try to act upon a situation versus reacting to a situation. So that's always good. And then connect to your inner authority, acknowledging ambition, drive, and power in a way that serves the greater good, not just yourself. I think too, women need to be reminded that they are powerful and that they can be their own. They can lead. They can be ambitious. They can have drive. And it's not an unattractive masculine trait. So then make a move and heed your passions in romance. You have more power in the realm of romance than you realize. Stay balanced with the masculine energy by noting when you've been too assertive or not assertive enough. Your intuition will guide you. Men don't mind if you're assertive and you let them know what you want. Because let's face it, ladies, they often wonder what we want. And so we might as well just tell them right up front, and then there's no question about it later. And I think setting boundaries is important too, and that's something you have to be maybe a bit assertive about and say, no, I'm not going there with you. So anyway, it says if you've been waiting on a sign to take inspired action on your goals, this is it. So, time to speak up or step fully into the leadership role and be more aggressive in issues related to your career. And things will go the way you want. And then tap into that active masculine energy by utilizing affirmations of self empowerment. One of my most fun ones is the Stuart Smalley affirmation. He looks himself in the mirror and he says, "You're good enough. You're smart enough, and doggone it, people like you." So yeah, that's the Stuart Smalley affirmation, and it's a good one. You know, Still stands the test of time. So, well, there you are, Shitra. I hope that helps you, and that's what I have for you today. And Kundil, Kundil, uh, Pus, Puspita, Kundil Puspita. I would love to uh, hear your question, and no problem at all. And yes, Kay Weezy, you can have a reading after Kundil Puspita if she's still here. And I would love to hear her question. So we're going to see what's up with that. And but yes, I will get you a reading, Kay Weezy. Oh, I'd be happy to. Lisa McDonald. Hey, well, Richard says hi to Lisa. Um, yeah, fun. I like your new profile picture too, by the way, Richard. It's very nice. And you look quite dashing. something about men with white facial hair. It just says authority to me. I don't know. And I wouldn't want to ride a motorcycle with a man who didn't have a white beard because frankly if he's lived that long then he must be okay at riding motorcycles. uh, hey, thanks Mirmo, thanks. You're welcome. Or that's thank you for the compliment on the hair. And it's funny too because he used like dull scissors, no water, no mirror. We were just outside because the power had gone out, and he just started cutting away at it, and he did a really fine job. So yeah, it was good. All right. So then I'm not hearing from hello Carlos. I'm not hearing from our friend um uh Kundil. So we're going to move on to Kay Weezy Jones. So Kay Weezy, I got you on my mind. Do you have any particular questions that you would like to pose to the universe? um, so that maybe we can see if we can get you some answers. So otherwise, I'll just go for it and we'll see what we find. And so I'm going to cut them for you right now into the three piles. And yeah, I don't have a very big space to work with, but that's okay. And so we got, well, the Emperor, Queen of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. All right. My little cat's here too. Oh, no, I'm good now. I'm good, but thank you. I got a little bit bigger lap thing, but it's okay. I got it. I'm good. So then the Emperor, we're going to look at him again, but this time we're taking a look at the Emperor in the reverse position, and that would say that um, a disconnect from personal power or an inability to take action. Let that bold, assertive, masculine energy flow so you can stand up for yourself or take control of a situation. This reversal can also indicate the presence of toxic masculine energy, the abuse of power, defensiveness, or immature reactions that stem from fear and anger. So I don't know, if you have anybody in your, you know, um, realm that would fit that description. But if you do, you probably want to limit contact with them because toxic people can really screw with your energy. And when that happens, then it's like your mind, body, spirit connection cannot um, be maintained because you have all these people barraging you with all this negativity and your vibrations are just not gonna stay on the plane that they need to. And oh well, we're going to finish this reading and then I'm going to talk to you about vibrations and crystals a little bit for a minute. So anyway, Queen of Pentacles, and that too is reversed. So we're going to see, oh, the swords here. Here we go. And the Queen, my favorite, she says that overemphasis on the materialistic aspects of life and a need to balance them by getting in touch with your spiritual side. It may also point to someone in your life that's become unreliable. Instead of getting angry, have a conversation with them about expectations and make adjustments where necessary. This reversal can also point to someone who has too much influence over your decision making process. Perhaps you're trying to please someone at the cost of your own happiness. Oh boy, have I done that before. Um, you do that a lot to please your parents, to please your grandparents, to please spouse or a significant other, you please your kids and your aunts and your uncles and everybody, and you put yourself last. And you got to stop doing that. Whoever you are trying to please, you can't please anyone if you're not happy yourself. And you have to really make yourself the main focus in your own life. That's all I can say. Don't forget, you are the star of your own life. All right, so then 9. No, we're looking at the 5. At least it's not the 7. Well, the 5's not so good either, but let's see. It's your future suggests it's time to lay the past to rest, release old grudges in order to move on, focus on reaching a compromise after a conflict. You may feel intuitively guided to forgive someone and create closure. Even if you do not speak directly to this person, you can set yourself free by forgiving someone in your mind and your heart. And that is true. You can even write them a letter, saying, I forgive you for all the stupid crap you did to me. And if you really mean it, um, it still feels the same as if you really had told them. And then, you can burn it in a fire. You can, you know, crunch it up and eat it with your cornflakes if you want. But, just let it go. Let it go. You have to let go in your own mind and your own heart. You have to say, I'm done carrying this around and I'm just not going to do it anymore. Because that's a conscious choice that you make for yourself. And you have to just let old crap lie. It's not worth dragging it into the future because it baggage gets heavy. It gets really heavy. So anyway, here we go. Let's see. So Kay Weezy, that was your reading, and blessed be. I hope I hope that somehow, you know, um, okay, well, these guys are gonna get a timeout for me. Well, I'll block them, and then now I'm gonna give them a timeout. Um, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Carlos, did you say you would like could let's see. Yes, Carlos. Okay, so we're gonna do Carlos and then we will do Lisa McDonald. So yes, Lisa, I can. Um and so I better get to shuffling and put my glasses back on. There we go. Makes reading a lot easier. Oh, I struggle sometimes without the glasses on. My The person who got me started doing tarot, she's a great. She's really great at this, and she told me to shuffle until they felt kind of heavy. So I do. All right, so we're cutting for Carlos. We're going to see a little past, present, future action here and see what we can tell him. Well, in your past, it's the Lover's card. That is your recent past, and it would suggest that. Yep, and it's right side up. You always have the choice to align with divine love by balancing masculine and feminine within yourself, and you can strive to ensure that this balance is reflected in your relationships. Choosing relationships with mutual respect and healthy communication will lead you to the highest expression of love you seek, which is true. You have to communicate. It's essential. And then romantic connection is available, or an opportunity for love is near or already in front of you. Use your values to guide your choices, and it may signify an important relationship or soulmate in your life, or one that is about to enter your life. So maybe someone that's recently entered. So there may be romance in the workplace, or you may be working with your romantic partner. It also might mean aligning with a beneficial business partner or coworker. You could also be making money in alignment with what you love, which is always awesome. I mean, that's to me the best. If you can make money doing something that you absolutely love doing, it's not like work. It's just not. And so then it serves as a reminder to choose divine love over instant gratification, and balancing masculine and feminine within yourself will attract the right relationship to you. So just, balance between masculine and feminine. And then let's see, we have the Knight of Swords. He's always in a hurry, this Knight of Swords. If you see him on the card, he is just full of fury and ready to rumble. So he makes me think of quickly taking action. So he's he points to the aggressive side of ambition, possibly including pushing yourself or others to extremes. There is a possibility you might run out of steam and feel disappointed by something that started out strong and lost momentum. If this is true, take a step back, reflect, and tune into your intuition. Look within yourself to find a way back to productive action. Sometimes, you can just like run off, with no clear plan. And then it's like, well, how'd I get here? I ran really fast and now I'm here and I don't know how I even got here and why. So make a plan. Then Queen of Swords is your future card, and that would suggest that um, it might be an actual person who embodies the characteristics, or it could be you, uh, energetic, uh, energetic intellect, wisdom in your life, particularly as it relates to decision making. Card asks you to approach complex situations by formulating a logical response instead of an emotional reaction. So, I think that's kind of the general theme here for you is that don't just run off and do stuff. Make a plan. Have a clear plan of action. Make a logical response to the situation. And then, you can deal with it a lot better. Um, Try taking a logical approach to you so you can see a situation clearly within your relationship. And you may be involved with a partner who is intelligent and trustworthy, who chooses reason over emotion. Sometimes that drives people insane when when you yeah, you sure can, Kelly. um but yes, that drives people insane when you use logic when they're trying to emotion you. So yeah, look into who you're dealing with too. If you're dealing with someone like, who's a Cancer or something, they're in their feelings a lot. And so you really have to just say, I know you probably feel, you know or does this make you feel, and it just is helpful to approach the situation that way. Seek advice from a trusted colleague or someone in your industry, and make sure you're taking a logical approach to your finances and goals, which is always sound advice. Because the impulse buy will kill you every time. So there you go. Carlos, that's what I got for you. And you're very welcome. And then let's see. Lisa McDonald, I have you next, and then Kelly after that. So, and then we're getting to be, oh no, I still got a little bit of time. I got started late, so I'm going to have to end a bit early because I don't want to step on anyone else's toes over at things, because they're great folks over there. And I'm not sure of exactly of the programming schedule, and I don't want to run over onto someone else's time. So we'll just act appropriately. um, I'm just terrible. I have a hard time being on time. It's like, oh, no, I gotta find my lipstick, or oh no, I gotta. Where's that darn cord for that for that podcast microphone? Just something. It's always something. Oh no, I didn't get my coffee, but oh, I did get my coffee today. Hazelnut. Alrighty then. So this is for Lisa McDonald. And I'm cutting them and cutting. And then I'm stacking and I'm stacking. Alrighty. So we got past, present, future. Not bad. Let's see. So in your past, recent past, have you been celebrating like family celebration, or has someone announced a pregnancy or something like that? Just like some kind, it's like reminds me of family. Emotional fulfillment looks different to each individual at different stages in their life, and consider what that means to you. It may manifest as a happy family or a wonderful community that feels like a family. The Ten of Cups focuses on achievement of a level of love and success that fills your life with serenity, satisfaction, and gratitude. So, and you have, probably built a successful relationship. Now you're thinking of taking the next steps, maybe children. You maybe even past that, and you're just like, comfortable with each other. Oh, but then you're experiencing success in the workplace as well. Enjoy the happy work life and the balance. And this is like recent past. So just here recently, you've been, feeling this way, and then long-standing family issues are nearly resolved. Um, and then you're headed for family gathering that will bring everyone closer together, which we're coming up on the holidays, so that makes sense. And so then your present, your today, or your right now at this moment is the Ten of Pentacles, and we're going to say that is it's let's see, represents love within the family that is most supportive in your life. May not be your family of origin, but your family of choice, maybe. Focus on spending time with people you love and creating a network of prosperity that will give generously to those in need. It may be an inheritance, or may mean that you are beginning to set aside funds that will benefit your children, your aging relatives, or a partner. Enjoy the present while planning for this prosperous future. So things are looking good. You're either in or entering a relationship with someone that has long term potential, including marriage, buying property, building a family, or enjoying old age. Indicates you seek traditional values, abundant resources, and generosity within the relationship. Now is a good time to take your partner home to meet your family. Oh, dear God, not the family meeting. So, yeah. You're considering starting or entering a family business and have support of your family and plenty of resources, maybe a partnership with close friends. Generosity and support are being extended to you, um, so you may be offering these things to someone else in the workplace. And then buying a home, you're also seeing overt generosity from your family or important members of your social circle. You have plenty of love and support, so fulfill those dreams and take off and do whatever it is that you want to do, because now's a good time to do it. It looks like you have a lot of support with you. So your future, let's see, that's the now. So make a move. Let's see, Eight of Wands is your future card. So uh, my book is really kind of seen better days, but I really like it. So I keep, you know, taping it together, and as long as the pages stay in it, I'm good. So this would indicate you're letting your anger get the best of you by acting defensively and hypervigilant about your beliefs when challenged. It can also point to feeling defeated, as though standing up for yourself is pointless. Instead of lashing out when provoked, you may tend to internalize your anger and frustration. If this is the case, consider journaling about your feelings and having a conversation after you've had a chance to calm down and assess the situation. Your emotions are valid and deserve to be expressed. And sometimes it's better to just like get over that whole emotional rage point, and then go talk to somebody. Because if you go at them angrily, that's probably what you're going to get back, in exchange. So just, take a deep breath and, just, yeah, take a deep breath and just go at things with a little bit of love. So there's what I got for you. And then I have, let's see, that was Lisa. And then I think I have Kelly now. Kelly Elliott. Hello, Kelly Elliott. How are things across the pond? Um, so then, Alana Karen, hello. Um, I can give you a reading. I will say you are after, you will be right after Kelly Elliott. So you're welcome, Lisa. No problem. And what is your, did you have a question, a specific question, Kelly, or just a general reading? How are things going with your hunt, by the way? your your cousin, I believe, wasn't it? I think it was your cousin. Yeah, you probably hear my clock going off. I love that thing. It's like Big Ben, only it's Little Ben in my front room. So, um, okay. So then we're gonna tune in to Kelly and her vibes, and I'm gonna cut the cards, and then I'm gonna do this and that and that. Alrighty tighty. Um, have you been like having a tiff with your significant other at all, um like in the recent past? um okay, let me see, let me just kind of reaffirm that that's what I wanna. We got the Two of Cups is presence of disharmony or imbalance in a relationship. um And so try to remember that by saying no to certain things, you're creating space in your life for other better things. So, you know, if you have boundaries, don't be afraid to say, I have a boundary. It's right over here, and please do not trample upon it. So, but yes, I think, maybe just better communication would be um, helpful, and a little bit more balance, maybe. And then the Queen of Pentacles. The Pentacles. And then she would indicate overemphasis on material aspects. and the need to balance that with your spiritual side. So I realize in this life that we do, and especially at this time of year, people do a lot of stuff that they really don't even want to do. I mean, it's like, I don't want to make dinner for 30 people and have to, cook turkey all day and all night and, you know, listen to football all day and all night and then, listen to them snore and, see smelly feet and whatever. I don't I don't know. Listen to your kids complain about the food when they didn't help you cook it and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of if you don't want to do it, you really shouldn't spend the energy on it. Just let it go. Let it go. It's okay. You don't have to have the perfect Christmas or the perfect Thanksgiving. Just make yourself happy because that's really what it's all about. And so then, instead of getting angry, have a conversation. And then also, uh, oh, yeah, trying to please someone at the cost of your own happiness, and that's just never good. So, um, let's see. Then, 3 of Swords, which, is kind of a, to me, I don't know why, it's a bit of a disturbing card, but, we'll see. I think it indicates a little bit of heartbreak. Um, and, it is, well, it says you're given an opportunity to embrace and acknowledge heartbreaking truths and the pain surrounding them. It may be related to a current situation. This is upcoming in your near future. Something your past, something in your past that's impacting your present circumstances. If you open your heart and mind, your intuition will guide you toward the meaning of the Three of Swords. Accept your emotions with compassion and take the opportunity to release and heal. Everything that exits your life creates space for something better suited to your current path. And I think that's a common thing for a lot of people. I think we hold on to things. We hold on to the past. We hold on to past hurts. We hold on to past things that people have put in our way. We hold on to things that then hold us back from making the future that we want, for ourselves. So honestly, yeah, you just got to let go of that stuff. And then heartbreak or disappointment in a past or current relationship is weighing on you. Accepting a painful truth or rejection is an important step as it allows yourself time to heal and process your feelings. Rejection is redirection, and something better is waiting for you. And I believe that, if somebody says no to you, it's because you weren't meant to go that way. You were meant for something else. And so, try to, meditate and really soul search and find what that thing is, because only you can answer that question. And then also, leaning on your spiritual practice will help you through times of sadness. Using self reflection as a method of understanding the lessons behind heartbreak and disappointment will empower you to get more in touch with yourself, which is always good. Witches really have to be in touch with themselves to be able to master, um, the spirit realm or using magic to be to its effectiveness, because a lot of people can do magic, but I think it takes a lot of commitment. I think it takes a lot of concentration. It takes a lot of energy and focus to be able to really make it work. And so, you know, don't throw it out there helter skelter. It's powerful stuff, and you really should, save it for something good. But there you go, Kelly, and you're very welcome. Jesse, how you doing? It's it's half of the paranormal couple. The paranormal couple. So, awesome. Nice to see you guys. And if Heather's there with you, I would say hello. You guys are awesome. And I'd love to have you on my show again sometime. We'll do Wednesday night again. Thanks. It's good to see you too. Let's see. And I had told, uh, let's see, are we still here? Alana. If you are still here, Alana, I have you uh, now for a reading. If you uh, just let me know if you're still here, and I will be happy to do that. Not had really anything happen the last week or so. Oh, okay. Yep. Okay, still here. All right. So, Alana, you are up now. And yeah, Jesse and Heather are also part of the Spirit team. They're in Alabama, and I think they're in the magazine as well. Um, had the spirit of the dog came and visit me. Oh, smell the dog all night. Oh dear, yeah. Ugh. Um, yeah, Jesse, sure, I can do a reading for you. I'm gonna do Alana, and then I will do yours, and then I'm gonna have to sign off because I think I'm already running over a little bit. So we're just gonna do real quick here. Cut for Alana. Did you have a particular question, Alana, for the universe, or was it just a general? Um, See what advice the universe has. Um, hey, Alex Palmer, nice to see you. King of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the oh wow, well, a lot of cups here. So, King of Pentacles is let's see, gonna be here. He's reversed, so that would suggest that someone who is greedy or only focused on material wealth can be a father figure, could be you being hard on yourself, or perhaps you are butting heads with someone who only cares about outer appearances. That is really, I think it's bad here in the States because we really, recently seeing what info where we are going and how he feels and what advice the universe has. Okay, so he may be the King of Pentacles. I'm not sure if he's someone who's sort of a bit materialistic and very indulges in self-centered behavior. Says look beneath the surface to see the truth. You may be struggling with your own ability to be generous, to part with the resources that you've built, or perhaps he is someone who is a bit, yeah, pushing forcefully to see results. That if you're like in the relationship, if you're pushing to see results, that's probably not going to be good. So it would just indicate maybe it just isn't, may not be right for you. If you have to kind of prod them to get the response that you want, it's, maybe not worth the energy. So, but let's see, 5, 7 of cups. And that's the thing too. When you find something that works, it's not that it's not work, but it seems like it's less stressful or less energy. I don't know. It's more positive energy maybe than negative. So let's see. We have it warns that appearances are often deceiving. A reminder to beware of things that seem too good to be true. Be careful not to go all in on something that causes extreme emotions, since that feeling of intense excitement can vanish as quickly as it arrived. Look to see the underlying truth of each situation and proceed with caution. There you go. That is my best advice to you right there. And then your future card, let's see. That's the 9. Um, So I want to go this way. The 9 is right side up, and it would say that in your near future, relax and enjoy what you've worked hard to achieve and don't downplay your success. You've come a long way all on your own, and your abundance overflows. Savor these moments, share the good fortune with others, and your generosity will always flow back to you. It says, a new level of happiness and intimacy is reached either within an existing relationship or a budding one. You're attracting a partner who is happy and fulfilled within themselves and ready for a serious relationship. Love and happiness overflow. So only you can really say, is this guy the one that's in the right now, and that this future card is talking about someone else, perhaps? I don't know. You'll have to answer that for yourself. Um, and then your health is improving, and you're welcoming overall feelings of happiness and joy. Make a wish and continue to follow your intuitive guidance on your path. This card signals abundance in all areas of life. So just enjoy that abundance, and things are looking up for everything. And the number 9 too. Number 9, if you play numbers, or if you're into numerology, number 9. Okay, so let's see. We had, I think that was all I really have time for. So I'm sorry if I left anyone out. And you can contact me at skeletonkeywitches@gmail.com. Or you can leave me a message on the Skeleton Key Network, or you can leave me a message on my Madam page. Either is fine, either or. And so, Jesse, I didn't get to you. I'll tell you what, Jesse, I'll private message you, and I'll give you a reading after the show. So, because I got to get out of here, you guys. And Meredith Hoggard, I love you. If you're out there and you would like a reading, just private message me. I love you, and I will do it at any time. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. Blessed be, and be good to each other.